Hello, my name is Denise Berry and I talk about spirituality, health and wellness, and ultimately how to make yourself a better you. If that sounds like something that you are interested in, please make sure that you not only like, but to share, comment, and subscribe for more of my pretty face on your timeline. Now, let's get straight to the video. What you got going on isn't working. A lot of the times when people are constantly being put in situationships, and I'm not only talking about in a romantic sense, I'm also talking about in a platonic sense, where you're always having those frenemy friendship groups, or you always have this weird feeling about someone that you're constantly around. It's easy for you to get friends, let's say that. Or if somebody is in close proximity to you, you're automatically nice to the person, but you have to draw the line when you realize that nothing is working out, when you guys don't have anything in common and you guys just keep on getting into arguments. I do understand that no relationship is perfect and an argument or two is inevitable. But if you guys keep on talking or arguing about the same thing weeks, months on end, and there is no conclusion being drawn, I feel like that is where to just sever ties at the end of the day. And I know everything that I said is easier said than done, but it has to be said in order to be done. Did y'all hear me? It has to be said in order to be done. The reason why you're even watching this video in general is because you've been getting that urge, that feeling to just stop having relations with the one person who has been making you feel like what you're bringing to the table isn't enough. The one person that has been making you feel like every time you try to even fix the relationship, your efforts go to waste because there's always something happening and something going on. But I'm here to tell you that you are worth way more than what you are getting. You are worth way more than what you're putting up with. Your birthright is priceless. You are priceless. When something is priceless, you, the owner of that said thing, you have the right to put whatever price you want on the thing. So what is your worth? Under God, we are beautiful. We are made out of their image, etc., etc. But you as a human being, you decide what you put up with and what you will not. I had a conversation with my best friend yesterday, and I loved how she is very firm in her boundaries. And I believe that she learned that from her mom. This girl is no joke. Like, if you play with her, like, you'll be getting told about yourself, okay? I am pretty confrontational when it comes to trying to resolve situations. I feel like it's easy for me to just forgive because I do have a loving heart, and I do not want to make anybody feel how I felt, whether they have inflicted some type of pain on me or not. It always stems from childhood. What were the values and what were you taught as a kid that ended up transferring into your adulthood? And why do you think it's so hard for you to just like wiggle out of that? I feel like the first thing that you need to do in order to transition out of the period of people pleasing, out of the period of thinking that you have to put up with this, is you just looking within yourself. It honestly all boils down to you and how you view yourself. Because people will only treat you the way you feel like you should be treated. So if somebody if somebody called you the B word, some people do not care if you call them the B word. If you call them the B word, they're going like, okay, I don't care, like it's just a word. But other people take offense to that. And if you call them a B word, they'll tell you, hey, do not call me that. I take offense to that, or I do not find that funny. And how the person reacts to that, whether it's negatively or positively, that person who set the boundary will plan and work accordingly to that. If the person is like, oh, like you're acting weird, you're acting funny, they're getting cut off real quick, because if you don't understand that basic boundary, how do you expect to understand the other boundaries that I have for myself? My boundaries isn't to comfort you, it's to protect me in my space. That's one thing I feel like you have to just kind of get resolved, or just look into it deeper, honestly. Like, why do you feel like you deserve this? And the ways and methods that I used to resolve these issues and just resolved my self-worth is honestly writing down things that I genuinely believe that are true, that I like about myself. This is not like, oh, I'm a millionaire, no, this is not one of those affirmations. It's thinking about times and occasions where you felt good about yourself, or traits that you have that makes you feel good about yourself, that makes you love yourself, and write those things down, and also memorize the moments where you have acted upon that. For example, I am a great communicator. When was the last time you thought you was a great communicator? Oh, when you were telling this person about how you felt about this thing, and you were able to communicate your feelings pretty well. And that makes you feel good. Like, you know what, like, I am a great communicator. Like, I do know how to express my feelings in a positive way. Just doing things like that, slowly but surely, that will help you gain your confidence, and it'll help you realize that this table that everybody talks about, like, you have your own table. Like, these are the things at your table, and whether they feel like you are adding value to them or not, at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with you. What are you worth? Because it's not up to me. Doesn't matter how you feel, doesn't matter how you try to come off. If you try to be the nicest person in the world, the most giving person in the world, if you're trying to be the baddest bee in the world, people will always have a preconception about you. It's the truth. Whether they tell you it or not, people will already have their view about you in their head before you even start talking. Why would you try to please, or try to voice your opinion, or try to like conform yourself into their standard that isn't even relevant in in any reality? Like, let's be for real. So ultimately, like, the biggest big sis advice that I can give to you is just start writing down things that you love about yourself. At the end of the day, you have to start your self-care journey somewhere. You can't just assume that something doesn't work without even trying. Just try writing down 10 things that you love about yourself every day. If you're writing something down and you think that you don't bring anything to the table, or you can't find yourself to write anything down, that means you are taking yourself for granted. You are taking the good deeds and what you actually put out and what you're doing with and to other people. You're taking that for granted, which means that other people are taking it for granted as well. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you, whether it's 5 minutes or freaking 15 minutes, write 10 things that you love about yourself down. And I promise you, within a month, you will feel better than you've ever done before. Now, that is my big sis advice. And I hope you guys take what I said to heart, and you guys actually self-evaluate. Who are the people that you are constantly calling friends? Who are the people that you're constantly around, and how do they make you feel? How do they make you feel at the end of the day? Do they make you feel secure? Do they make you feel empowered? Or do they make you feel insecure? And if they do, ask yourself why. Keep on asking yourself questions. Keep on evaluating those relationships, because I promise you, once you start studying yourself, and once you start getting down to the nitty-gritty of why you do certain things that you do, you will have a better foundation of how you view yourself, and your worth, and how you value yourself will just go way up. Now, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you guys are enjoying the atmosphere. I know it's pretty chilly outside, especially in good old Chicago, but just stay warm and stay safe, because I love you guys, and I want you guys to have just a wonderful holiday season. So peace out.